Yeah, I mean, look, I know Naomi Campbell. She's not here to defend herself. I don't think you're making any allegation against her, but she certainly hasn't said anything. And there are a lot of people around Diddy that haven't. And I can understand that if you're completely innocent, but you did know him and go to lots of parties or whatever, you don't want to be tainted by this. So the silence may not be complicit. It might just be fear of getting contaminated. You don't think so, Jason?
No, Piers. No, Piers. First of all, Piers, there are three deadly people on this panel, me, you, and DJ Vlad. They do not like the fact that the three of us are here talking right now. For me, if you showed up to every Diddy party, now not the Diddy After Dark per se, and I don't know who did or didn't, but if you showed up to every Diddy party, or Diddy showed up to all of your parties, and all of a sudden now the world is in a crisis and you're nowhere to be found and you're trying to stop everybody from talking, one would say Smokey the Bear is near the smoke because there may be a fire. I don't know. I'm not saying any allegations. What I will say is that I sipped Ciroc at a Diddy party and went home. I didn't sip Ciroc at a Diddy party and stay the night. And those people that did are going to have a hard time explaining things when the chips start falling.
Look, I think it is going to get bigger before it gets to the end of this, involving a lot of people. Let me bring back Ben Chu. You put Johnny Depp on the stand. It's always a high-risk strategy. It worked for you. If you were representing Sean Diddy Combs, would you put him up?
Well, we put Johnny up because he was telling the truth. So that was a very easy decision to make, and he had the burden of proof. And frankly, we couldn't have stopped him even if we wanted to, but we didn't want to. And telling the truth as he did over several days, if you're not telling the truth, skilled attorneys on the other side are going to puncture that. So I believe in that system. I think in this case, I don't think he's got any choice, given that video. He's got to explain it. He's got to say that he's terribly sorry for it, but that was an aberration. That's not who he is. He simply has to say that. He has to own it and say, I did a horrible thing. I'll regret it the rest of my life. But that doesn't mean that I engaged in sex trafficking. And he's got to look the jury in the eye and say that, and say it convincingly.
If he is found guilty of all charges, how long could he be convicted for? How long could he be sentenced to?
I'm afraid that he may never see the light of day.